Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show presents the NXT Ring Report. NXT was full of surprises as we saw a lot of surprises tonight. If we saw that Indy Hartwell and Dexter Loomis still trying to have their love affair going on, but Candice LeRae continues to prevent that from happening. So we'll get into that. Also, too, the NXT Championship match was heavily contested as Samoa Joe served as the special guest referee against as Karrion Kross defended his championship against Johnny Kangaro in a physical, intense matchup that many people led to believe. And what is going on? Samoa Joe by Karrion Kross after Karrion Kross won his victory. We'll have the latest on the NXT Ring Report all now when the Pro Wrestling Show presents the NXT Ring Report, and it starts right now. Hello, everyone, once again to the NXT Ring Report. I'm your host, as always, Kenny Diggs here. Thank you for all watching the NXT Ring Report. This is the post show for NXT after we saw what had happened on NXT. This is a live edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. Like I said, we are live. Like I said, when we're live, join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribing is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here on the Pro Wrestling Show. After we get to it, the bare bones right now, the NXT Ring Report. NXT kicked off with a lot of matches, including a championship match as Samoa Joe served as the special guest referee for the child match where Karrion Kross, the champion, defending against Johnny Gargano. Also, the breakout tournament. Who's going to be NXT's next latest breakout up and coming star? Well, we have these two. We know one familiar face. We'll get to that. And Dexter Loomis was in action against Santos Escobar. And in women's action, Dakota Kai takes on Ember Moon, another former NXT Women's Champion. A lot going on in the making. Let's get started with the women's action. As Ember Moon steps in the ring against Dakota Kai, these two are no strangers to each other. As you see Ember Moon taking it to Dakota Kai with battle. Dakota Kai knows that she's in a fight for her life, and she takes it to Ember Moon, giving Ember Moon those multiple kicks that Dakota Kai is known for. I call them the educated feet. Ember Moon, not too slouch herself, educated feet of her own. You see right here, Ember Moon taking it to Dakota. Dakota with a move, taking Ember Moon out and stuff. You see right here. And we see right here in Dakota Kai wins over Ember Moon. Ember Moon kind of a little bit shorthanded after we had found out this past week that Ember Moon's tag team partner, former tag team buddy, Sonsuke Blackheart, has moved to SmackDown, and now Ember Moon all by herself. I mean, I don't know. It took them and Tegan Knox, so uh, I mean, if you're gonna do that, Ember Moon was destined to go back to SmackDown, but I guess she ain't going to SmackDown right now. No, that go. All right. Speaking of that, speaking of that, speaking of Dakota Kai's buddy, NXT Women's Champion, um, Rachel Gonzalez, she got issued a challenge by Xia Li, and Xia Li will meet Raquel Gonzalez one on one for the NXT Women's title. So that'll happen next week on NXT for a women's championship match going forward. Well, we know that the Undisputed Era has been broken up, and now all four members are on their own. Well, Bobby Fish decided to see what's going on with Roger Strong and his side of his head, why he did what he did to join Diamond Man. Well, Roger Strong um, Bobby Fish wanted to know and wanted to get answers. They didn't try. Roger Strong never gave him the answer. So the Diamond Man decided that the young upcoming prospect, Tyler Reese, will get the shot against Bobby Fish. And you see Bobby Fish hitting those hard kick shots that he known for way back in his Ring of Honor heyday, delivering a suplex, and all of a sudden the confrontation between the former two undisputed era members, Fish and Strong. Strong really didn't give no explanation. Well, Fish got distracted, and Reese took advantage and used that super kick and got the win with the help of his Diamond Mine colleagues. And so now Kushida came back and tried to get one a piece of the Diamond Mine. Diamond Mine attacked him out of nowhere a couple of weeks ago, if you recall. The Diamond Mine did what they did to Kushida and left the cruiserweight champion laying in the middle of the ring after he had a successful title defense. So Kushida didn't forget about that, and Kushida won the piece of the Diamond Mine one way, one half. Also, too, what is Raw superstar Mandy Rose doing at NXT? Well, we don't know. Mandy Rose was probably scouting people, scouting new women competitors. Mandy Rose came out there to scout the match between Priscilla Kelly and some other girl. I don't know if I don't want to botch her name. Well, Priscilla Kelly did a lot of moves. I forgot what her new ring name is in WWE, but she did a snapmare suplex. And then the other girl did it's Shariah. Yeah, Shariah. That's the newest import into NXT. Sorry about that if you're confused. If you're joining us right now here on the Pro Wrestling Show, we are live and indeed live in the living color. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. Like I said, we in the middle of the NXT Ring Report right now. You see Shirai giving Dropkins Priscilla Kelly through the third bottom rope. And then Shirai got the win 1, 2, 3. But we still don't know what is Mandy Rose's role in NXT. Has she left Monday Night Raw and joined the NXT roster? Is this a demotion or what? Only time will tell on that. Also, too, Dexter Lumis was in action against Santos Escobar. Dexter Lumis and Santos Escobar, they're not two rivals and stuff, but they was in action. Well, Dexter Lumis and Santos Escobar proving each other, trying to see Santos with a shoulder block to Dexter Lumis, giving Dexter Lumis the shoulder block city. Also, you see Dexter Lumis crawling under the ring. I mean, he was crawling the ring doing uncontrollable, I don't know what to say. It's kind of uncanny in a way, strange, awkward, and it had La Familia and Santos Escobar and them looking shocked and like, what? Trying to play on to Santos Escobar. We get the picture. Now, we get the pictures, please. Well, when you get the record, see right here, himself to match the pictures. There you go. Thanks. 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 Can we get more pictures? Okay, there you go. Thank you. As you see right here, delivering a neck breaker right here. Santos Escobar capitalized on the neck breaker and then trying to hit that finisher maneuver and got the 1, 2, 3 with his finisher. All of a sudden, you see right here, Santos Escobar put to work the Dexter Lumis. Now we saw that Indy Hartwell, she still got her crush on Santos Dexter Lumis. She picked him up, she tried to pick him up, and then he dropped down because he was too much weight. You know, he's a man. And she's a woman. I think they're trying to replicate what had happened a month ago. Well, Candice LeRae, or like a lot of people say, clock block her from not getting close to Dexter. So I don't know what's going on with that. It's like a true love story when you see it like that. So love is in the air, and could this be boy meets girl down the road? We'll see on that. Also, too, was the breakout tournament where I know he's Brandon Vick. I know that from a couple of years ago. There was like a breakout tournament, but the other dude, Chinese dude, he was trained under Tajiri and the Great Muda, which that's impressive. You know, if you got two pedigrees and two coaches like Tajiri and the Great Muda, you're gonna be something. You're gonna be somebody. And it was fast paced. Brandon Vick calls himself 6'5", and he did try to use his size advantage to use his strength to attack Tajiri and Muta's protege. Brandon Vick got caught up into a tarantula paying homage to Tajiri in a way. Remember Tajiri used to do a tarantula. Well, Brandon Vick tried to do his power moves, do a suplex, and then he did a side slam, like a sidewalk slam into him, and won the match and got the 1, 2, 3. And he won the match by hooking the leg. Could he be the next breakout star in the breakout tournament? I believe so. He has the look, he has the appeal, he has the presence to be one day a future NXT champion in my book. Because if Karrion Kross decides to go, then he'll be next in line to step in. Also, too, was women's tag team action as KC Colorado and they went against Aaliyah. Yada la 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 la. You see right here, super kick right there, delivered. And she did another super kick as well, and got the 1, 2, 3. And KC and her friend won. Aaliyah got so fed up and so angry, she attacked Robert Stone, and thus leaving the group, thus leaving the Robert Stone brand forever. So Aaliyah says she's done. Well, Frankie Monet decided to get the other girl and take her on the wing, and Robert Stone said it was okay, let her do. And so they just went along. So we know where that go. So we'll see on that. Also, too, Adam Cole, former champion, decided to say he's done with we're done with Kyle O'Reilly. He wants to move on to new, and he called out Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed decided to take issue on that and try to attack him, and left him beat and left him down and out. And Bronson Reed decided, oh no, not like this. I'm going to show you. So I think these two will feud down the road, probably when they do their NXT takeover sometime next month. Also, finally, what's the main event? The main event was for the NXT Championship as Karrion Kross defended his championship against former champion Johnny Gargano with Samoa Joe as the special guest referee. Samoa Joe was the special guest referee, as you see right here. Samoa Joe, going to call it right down the middle, fair and balanced. Samoa Joe was a fair and balanced referee. As you see the champion Karrion Kross deliver a suplex to Johnny Gargano. They took it inside, and then outside the ring, Johnny Gargano tried to have a fighting chance to win back and regain the NXT title, but into no effect. You see right, Johnny Gargano trying to use all the moves he can. I can see Johnny Gargano being a future main eventer in WWE. I just hope that Mr. McMahon and the rest of people that works in Titan Towers don't mess this up. I think Johnny Gargano will be saved when Triple H finally or whoever takes over WWE. If I was running WWE, he would be on top of my list. He need to have matches against Daniel Bryan, everybody. You know, 6-footers and above are great, but you got to also think about underdogs, like people who's under 5'11" and under. They try to BS around them. Well, Gargano tried his best trying to use that lock that he normally is, that famous lock, trying to hold it down, grab. Even tried to do the DDT, but there was no effect to that as Karrion Kross won via pinfall. And after the match, Karrion Kross decides to do the unthinkable and put his hands on Samoa Joe and applied the Kakia clutch and tried to choke out Joe. And Joe didn't see it come. Joe was trying to tell him, unless you be physically provoked. Karrion Kross provoked the bear and poked the animal and decided to pay for it and choke Joe out and left Samoa Joe laying in the middle of the ring. So I expect that the next NXT takeover next month, that in Las Vegas, Samoa Joe will come out of retirement and want to fight Karrion Kross for doing what he did to him. And it's going to be a barbaric match going forward between these two men. So, hey, know how they go. All right. That ends the NXT Ring Report. Let's move real quick right now to Hot Topics. All right, on Hot Topics, we know that we're still reeling the passing of the one and only great Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. Paul Orndorff died yesterday at the ripe age of 71. But we know that Orndorff had dementia. Orndorff, a WWE Hall of Famer and a former WrestleMania 1 main eventer. Who can forget about that WrestleMania main event where Orndorff teamed up with the late great Roddy Piper to go against Mr. T and Hulk Hogan. During that time, it was about tradition meets Hollywood. As Orndorff and Piper felt that T did not pay his dues, T didn't respect the wrestling business. It was just all about a matter of respect. So, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, we're learning that there are been funeral arrangements for Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. Orndorff's son, Travis, who posted that last scene of Mr. Wonderful at Weekend State, saying that Mr. Wonderful will be buried this weekend and have a funeral service, a public memorial for him. So, our thoughts and prayers are with the Orndorff family at this time. Our sincere condolences. So, whew. You know, one thing I can remember Mr. Wonderful, I remember when he was in WCW, he played that music, the Sacred Friends Network, or whoever that dude was, and Mr. Wonderful lost his confidence. And now the dude from Sacred Friends Network told Mr. Wonderful, "This is your confidence." Mr. Wonderful started looking at the mirror and he said, "I am wonderful." And Mr. Wonderful carried that gimmick, and it was working. The music, the sound, it was all Mr. Wonderful playing himself. So you know how that feeling, that emotion go. So, all right. So we done it this week. So tomorrow night will be AEW Dynamite. So we'll give you the latest on AEW Dynamite, the Ring Report. So for me being Kendrick Dix saying so long, we'll see you tomorrow night for another edition of Pro Wrestling Show presents the AEW Dynamite. Thank you all for watching the NXT Ring Report. So we'll see you tomorrow for Dynamite. See you later.